Alright, Shalom Alaikum. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, this teacher's word, and our true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, pretty much I just want to get into a lesson concerning this article, which ain't really got nothing to do with the article itself, but time and how this devil himself acknowledges that he's on the clock, man. You know? But I just get this article real quick to show why we're going into the lesson concerning time. Because that's one thing you can't get back, can't buy it. And especially concerning kingdoms and empires, is already set. Matter of fact, let's start with that in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, before we get into the lesson on the article. 2nd Ezra 4, verse 37. It says, by measure have he measured the times. And those are the different ages upon the planet Earth. You can call it the different chapters of the movies. You know, the different scenes in the play. You know, it tells you in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, there's a season to every time and purpose upon the planet Earth, and that takes place through who's in power. That's why it tells you there's a time for war, there's a time for peace. In the time of war, who will be ruling? The Edomites, the sword himself. You know, as you can see that today. Yeah, but it also says there'll be a time of peace. It was the only time there was peace upon the planet Earth was when Solomon was ruling. You know, and that's once again going to take place. That was our Lord Yahushua in the reincarnation. He's about to come back and continue that rulership. You know, but the point is what the times that's being measured is concerning the kingdoms that came and went, man. It says, and by number have he numbered the times. You know, because it says he measured the times, meaning it was a certain purpose that had took place during their rulership. You know, but that was going to be fulfilled within those number of years the Lord have allowed them to rule, man. You know, a certain thing had to take place during the time of the Egyptians was that deliverance. It was a build up to that point. You know, certain things had to take place during the Babylonian Empire. Then they was out the door. The Greeks, the Romans. You know, certain things had to take place. Then it was on to the next kingdom, man. And there's no different with America. That's why the last thing that pretty much got a helm really before World War III is that the MOTB, man. And it's all going to be fulfilled within a number of years. However the Lord see fit. But it's a clock on it, though. Just getting to the point. He numbered the times. It's a barrier. It says, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. See, so that's why you see this activity taking place. Because this man's measure is about to be fulfilled. The very purpose he was set to do is being fulfilled. That's why when you're hearing the things concerning that MOTB, you know, this man, this chip pretty much trying to fulfill that NWO. That's why I said when he's about to fulfill his belly, then the Lord gonna rain upon him. That was his purpose. That was gonna be the end all be all. This man trying to set up this agenda, then get the rug pulled from under him, man. You know, but just going back, the Lord have numbered the times. Each kingdom had a certain period of time to rule, and there's nothing different today. You know, America is pretty much on its tail end, man. The last breath of America, pretty much. So the article, it says daylight saving time will become permanent You see, the daylight saving time, that in itself lets you know this man is acknowledging that he's on the clock. He don't want the sun to go down on him. Well, that's the case. You know? And it has already begun by way of his wisdom being taken away. That light, you know. That's why ultimately everything's going to come down to him using his military to try to keep his head above water. But just the point, it said daylight saving time will become permanent. This is what it means for us, see? It said daylight saving time was established in 1895 by George Hudson in order to extend the daylight hours during the summer months when the sun sets later, see? But all this is in the spirit, man. Because it ain't really got nothing to do with literal daylight saving time. This man just knowing that he's on the clock. You know? It says stores, schools, workplaces, and public transit all changed to comply to daylight hours according to the plan. It says modern technology switched the time over itself, and it's completely passes by us. But what if we don't have to turn the clocks back ever again? See, you know, they call it, I think it's like Sunlight Savings Act or something like that of that nature. I thought it would load up all the way, but it's an actual bill they're trying to pass. Save an hour. Well, the scripture says a point of time that this man is going to go down. Matter of fact, let's get that. Because it don't matter what type of efforts this man make. Like I said, it really ain't got nothing to do with that article itself. But it's just interesting. This man is so fascinated with time because that's one thing that he don't have control of. That's one of the things our Lord Yahweh shall have control of. You know? It tells you that all power is given unto me in heaven and earth. You know, and before, you know, the Lord was glorified, you know, pretty much those demons kind of threw that at him, you know, thou come to get us before the time. But now the Lord, he have reigned over time, he have power over time, so that's why now things are speeding up, man. You know? So let's get that in the book of Revelation 9, verse 15. It said, and the four angels were loose, which were prepared. See, that's predestination right there. See, this was already set up from the foundations of the world. That moment where America's going to go down, so-called white man, you know, and, you know, World War III, all these things about to take place. It's an appointed time, all these things are taking place, man. Especially that moment. That's why it's written. It says, and you can see it's in past tense too, because it's already happened. But it's playing out now. It says we will prepare for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of man. See, so you can't add an hour. It don't matter. It's an appointed time where these things are going to take place. You know, so that's just that's a weak effort. Like, that's going to stop the Lord from. But like I said, they ain't, you know, the article ain't got nothing to do with it, but it just lets you know this man in time, he ain't got none. That's the point. That's why he's so fascinated with time travel. Because why? He know. Let's get that, matter of fact. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. See? So like I said, it's going to get to the point where this man is going to come down to his military. This is how this man always rationalize things out. When he's in trouble, tell you live by the three, you die by the three. You live by the sword, you're going to die by it. This is going to come down. His wrath is going to be shown through his military. This is that's the bridge to this NWO. You know, this police state, this authoritarianism, how you say it. where these things are going to be enforced by the way of his military, man. So this is how he's going to come down with great wrath. But why though? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time, see? So the so-called white man himself acknowledges that he's on the clock, you know? And that's why everything is happening, you know? That's why when Trump presented Operation Warp Speed, you know, or when buying his when he first got into office, he had, in this many days, this is going to happen. In that many days, that's going to happen. So everything is about time with this devil. And that's how it is with a thief as well. Like the elder brother Aaron brings out, a thief is on the clock, you know? So this nigga is really, we down to the last couple of seconds on the clock, man. And as you can see, desperation is at its height, you know? So matter of fact, but this man is going down fast, man. Or what our Lord Yahweh Shai said, I see lightning. I see Satan fall as lightning. Cause this man is going to be swift, man. This downfall is like no other, man. This is a steep fall. Day by day, this place is declining at a record high. You know? And ultimately, when that day comes, it's not like when our Lord Yahweh Shai turns, it's going to be a couple of months. They've been going at it in the air, man. No, it tells this it's going to be in an hour. This place is going to be wiped out, man. You know? But the point is time. And that's one thing this nigga don't got Esau Edom, man. You know? So, matter of fact, let's get that in the book of, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. See? So, it's an appointed time these prophecies are going to take place. Oh, it tells you that the Lord, he have set up certain feast days and high holy days, and also have made ordinary days. You know, so that lets you know that the Passover, you know, just bringing that as an example, because we still in that season. That was already lined up and set up from the beginning before the foundations of the earth were created, man. You know, when that Sodom and Gomorrah, the works of Yahweh Shemel Shah, that was already written in the script, man. So how much more in this time concerning America? Because the scriptures always talks about this place from Genesis to Revelation. This is when everything's going to be summed up. It's an appointed time. This vision is going to take place, and it is taking place. Now we seeing what the Lord is saying, man. That this is the time of Esau's visitation. See, that word time again. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 8. It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. See? And how does man know that he have a short time? The prophet is telling him, this is the time that the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is going to judge this man. You know? This is that visitation. And that's why we see all this activity upon the planet Earth. And this devil, he bugging out and trying to do things to prevent it, but every move he make is actually making it happen. Because Esau is a pawn of the Lord as well, man. You know? But this is the time that this man is going to be visited. And we seeing the visitation now. It started by the way of the prophets, the message. And now we're seeing the results. And the climax is when our Lord Yahweh Shai actually visit this place. It tells you that he's going to spread his wings over Basra, man. You know? So let's go back to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. So it's a vision is for an appointed time. This is the appointed place, the appointed time, the appointed season where the Lord is about to do what he said he was going to do, man. So it's just for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. See? And Esau is associated with the end, man. See, he's gonna be the end of all these heathens and their rulership till the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Meaning, ultimately, when Esau's in power, he's gonna be the one that's in power when our Lord Yahweh returns, man. You know, this was gonna be that system that was set up for our Lord to overthrow. You know, but at the end, it's speaking, meaning now we can see it and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It would not tarry. See, so it lets you know it's ultimately a build. You know, it's gonna climax into the destruction. Oh, it tells you that this place goeth into perdition. That's his destiny, and when we seeing the steps that's leading towards it. But just going back to the point, time itself is an appointed time. There's nothing this man can do. He can't prevent 5 minutes from happening. So how much more you trying to add an extra hour or whatever the case? And that's why he got these laws and legislation set up. That's why go back to the article. It's called the Sunshine Protection Act or some of that nature. You know, Lord, I just put it in the description. But this man trying to put it in law to add more time, man. More sunlight. But guess what? The sun is going down upon you. Oh, tells you as lightning flash from the east to the west. But you going to the word west, it pretty much goes to the region where the sun sets. So this is where the credit is about to be rolled, man. So matter of fact, we'll wrap it up with this in the book of 2 Ezra 6, verse, I started verse 7. It said, then answered I and said, where shall be a parting asunder of the times? See? Prophets talking about time. Because that go hand in hand with prophecy, man. You know? He said, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? See? So as you can see, Ezra is declaring pretty much when the end is going to be, you know, to where the kingdom of heaven will be established, man. And this is it. This is that part of the statue where that stone, you know, was our Lord Yahweh is going to, you know, pretty much get the feet, man. This is that time. That's why Daniel was praising Yahweh by Shema Shah, that he was given a gauge on when the kingdom will be established, man. What system will be in play, you know, what kingdom will be on the scene when the Lord returns, man. So we're at the feet, and it's already broken up. You got the Brexit, you know, the Brexit, you know. We seeing that these are the different symptoms to show that we are at the end, man. Though I said the end is going to speak and not lie. You know, it said, when is going to be the end and the beginning of it that followed. It said, he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. See, so it's just plainly saying that before the kingdom would be established, the kingdom of heaven, you know, Esau would be ruling first. You know, he tells that Amalek would be the first of the nations. This man actually had the planet Earth, the whole planet Earth in subjection, because that was part of that. But his blessing was temporary. He was going to give the fatness of the earth, the fullness of the earth. He didn't just have a region, you know. But Jacob was going to show how to rule the whole planet Earth. This devil was an example of what not to do. You know, but it says Jacob's hand held first to Esau. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. See? So this man is an end to this. It is an end to Esau's world. You know, and no matter what he can do to try to add time, sign a law, you know, use his military, it don't matter. He's already set in stone that he's going to go down and Jacob's going to be set up after. You know, So yeah, I just hope that we edify, let it give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, the teachers word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, abide but ball. Soon, very soon, tonight.